we get to Ryan's and proceed to continue to smoke and drink and hang out. And it was pretty chill. We just kind of chatted and hung out and for a little bit. And then I'm kind of looking at the clock and it's 1 a.m. and I'm thinking, man, I probably should go home. And then Kobe goes, "Oi, Kim, do a dab, cunt."
Right, do a dab.
Those exact words. And a dab, for those of you who don't know, Swagger is now going to explain it.
Sure. Well, dabs, in this sense, it's a wax made from marijuana. So, Ryan, whenever I was over to take showers at his place, because I didn't have gas for a while, just got gas today, so fuck yeah, hot showers.
Nice.
Anyways, so I'd go over to his house and he'd go, "Hey man, like we're out of dab wax, we need you to make some more." Like, okay. So he has a metal pipe, like a canister with a hole at the top that has like a nice screw lock so that you can make sure it's secure. You have to take the screw lock off, you have to take it off, and you have to grind about an ounce of marijuana to put in there, like a really decent amount. You have to pack it in really tight, and then you close it up. It's on a stand, and you put the stand over a bowl, and there's a hole at the bottom, like a screen hole at the bottom. So as it's over the bowl, you take a can of butane, pressurized butane, and you pump it through the top. And what the butane does is it will dissolve all of the THC, the CBD, anything that's oil soluble, will dissolve into that, and it will go in a liquid state because you're pumping it through pressurized can upside down, and the liquid will fall out the bottom into the bowl, and so you'll have a mixture of liquid butane.
Some straight meth shit.
This doesn't sound healthy.
It sounds like meth.
No, it's liquid butane mixed with the THC and anything oil soluble that was in the marijuana. And so what you have to do with that, because obviously you can't consume liquid butane, that would really fuck you up. You have to double boil it, which means you need to get a huge bowl, fill it with boiling water, and then you stick the smaller bowl in there, and then it will immediately start evaporating the butane off. And you have to do that for a good couple of minutes, 10, 15, even 20, just to make sure that all of the butane has been evaporated. And mind you, the entire time you're doing this, you need to be extremely careful that no fucking idiot is going to come outside and light up a cigarette, because it's fucking butane. It's flammable. If that shit goes off, it's essentially a pipe bomb. But, it wouldn't explode, but it would
Sounds
probably...
more like meth every second.
This is why you cook it in an RV.
Yeah. But, we do it in a properly ventilated area. I never do it when I'm intoxicated. It's just fucking, it's really easy chemistry.
Well, they don't teach it on the cooking channel.
No, they don't. It's not on Binging with Babbage. That's for fucking sure.
Crazy.
But,
I actually didn't even know about the process. I thought it was just wax.
No, the process, and that's how you make the wax. At the end, all the butane boils off, and what it leaves is essentially like a wax or an oil that you scrape together using a knife. And then with that, you have, you get this little tool that you scrape up, and then you take a blowtorch, you light a dab rig, so it's a rig specifically for, hitting wax.
It's like an advanced bong.
Yeah, it's essentially a bong. It has water and everything in it. But the piece that you use, it's a glass piece, like glass bowl, and then you have to light a blowtorch, get it red hot, let it cool down for about 30 seconds, and then you put in the wax. The wax will immediately vaporize, and then you just inhale it, and then you cough for about 30 minutes. That's where dabbing comes from.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that actually why it's called that?
Yeah, because when people fucking take a dab, they cough their lungs out, and they're just going...
Are you kidding? I had no idea that's why it's called
their
that.
Arm.
That's so funny.
So every fucking little kid doing dabs, fucking Fortnite is marijuana reference.
Podcast editor, can we put some like ukulele tutorial music over Swagger's explanation?
Yeah, go for it, man. It would be so much fun. But yeah, I mean that's the basics. And just a quick disclaimer: that is not an instruction guide for any of you guys to follow.
Of course not.
If you are under the age of 18, what are you doing? You fucking weirdo.
Also, just to be clear. This is all done in a rig that is like designed to do this.
Yeah.
So
don't try to do it yourself. You'll blow your hands off. So you just don't do that. All right, just buy it like a normal person.
I had no idea that so much complicated processing went into my
dab. It's not even complicated. It's very easy. It's just dangerous. You need to understand the science.
Well, needless to say, I'm a low-level stoner, and I was not ready for this fucking dab.
It's a lot of fun. I like to do it.
It was fun. It was scary. It was an experience. I really hit a fucking big one.
You were having heart palpitations, weren't you?
Yeah. Well, as soon as I hit it, like immediately, I was fucked.
Yeah. Your heart races. You feel like all the blood is draining from your face and your scalp.
Well, what happened is that I just immediately. No, it wasn't like that. I just immediately stood up and I was like, "Oh shit, that was a lot." Coughing, like, running upstairs to get water, coughing, and then like the high hits me, and I'm just all of a sudden like, whoom, like in a different kind of atmosphere, different kind of vibe. Completely disoriented, very confused, very scared.
I was having a beer and talking with someone downstairs, and I wanted to go upstairs and see what you were up to because I haven't seen you in like 5-10 minutes. I didn't even know you took a dab. So I walk upstairs and I see you're on the couch with your headphones on, and you're just sitting there like melting. You're like back, like sunken into the couch and just like looking dead straight ahead. Yeah. And I'm like, "Hey Cam, like what's going on? How are you?" And you're just like, I'm fucked.
Well, I started by trying to like have conversation and talk to Lauren and stuff, and then I quickly realized that I was in no state to do that. No. And I just put my noise canceling headphones on. I put on a relaxing Animal Crossing soundtrack playlist, which is very like mellow background music, and I just turned it up, and I just kind of, after I did that, honestly, I was fine. Like the anxiety went away because I was just like, oh, I'm just high.
Yeah, but you go, dude, like I just took a dab, like I'm fucked. Like you should take one too. And I was like, no. I go, because I learned my lesson. I learned my lesson after the last dab I took. Ryan fed me a giant monster of a dab, and I coughed for about 25 minutes, and my tongue wouldn't stop salivating. Like it was just buckets of fucking saliva building up my mouth. Right. And I didn't want to swallow it because my throat hurt too much. And so I just kept, I went into the bathroom and just spat in the sink for like 10 or 15 minutes until like I finally recovered. I was probably just stoned. If I had just fucking swallowed like a normal person.
Yeah.